dance your dance. Oh, eternity is a certainty. Your labels and your dreams won't stand a chance. So if your heart is here and your eyes are wide, then come and step inside this holy fire. For you're beyond this world, the far and wide, the up and down, the mask the sea can't hide. So don't hold on, no let go now, my darling, have no fear. And get your grow on, what we're looking for is nearer than near. Yeah, my dear. It's nearer than near. It's nearer than near. Yeah. It's nearer than near. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Oh, fill your heart up with this medicine. The doctor lives inside the patient's pain. Oh, it's more than Sunday's reverend. It's worth just standing naked in the rain. Well, I would say it's the gift of giving presents underneath the tree where all life comes to be. If only we could see the apple seed, the one they put inside Adam and Eve. Oh, mama, please. So don't hold on, don't let go now, my darling, have no fear. And get your grow on, what we're looking for is nearer than near. Yeah, my dear. It's nearer than near. It's nearer than near. Yeah. It's nearer than near. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Oh, my darling, won't you sing a song of love? Oh, my darling, won't you sing? Yeah, yeah. Oh, my darling, won't you sing a song of love, love, love? Oh, my darling, won't you sing? We're standing stronger than the mountains, rooting deeper than the trees. More than old emotions, sailing off into the breeze. If truth is what we're seeking, and if truth is what we need, then let our eyes be open to receive the love we be. Walking through the valley of the shadows of belief. Well, let us all good children be the change we wish to see. Hallelujah to the fire, bringing forth the ancient seeds. It's more than we imagine and beyond what we conceive. Oh, oh, oh. It's nearer than. Hey, yeah, hey. It's nearer than near. Hey, yeah, hey. It's nearer than near. Hey, yeah, hey.
Friends, please rise as our wedding party, beginning with the groom, make their way to the chuppah. Our bride is about to make her way in. She's not yet veiled. That mark will do. That's a ceremony that goes back approximately 4,000 years. It's when Rivka, the second of the Jewish mothers, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, she was about to marry Yitzchak, and the veil was placed on her face. And the meaning behind it is that when you marry someone, there's a lot what you see. Attraction draws people together. But that's not what makes a good, sturdy, fantastic, happy marriage. It's the inner qualities, that which you cannot see. That's the idea behind the veil. You'll all be able to watch it happen right in the middle of the aisle. But that's the meaning behind it, is that the veil hides all the beautiful things that make a true marriage magical.
Oh
to Rivka. By her family, it was Achatenu, At Hagila, Afela, Baba, our sister, our brother. May he be the forerunner of many generations of joy and happiness. May the sounds of your home always reverberate with joy, with laughter, and with only precious, beautiful blessings. For many healthy years. Amen.
Oh, yeah.
and Susanna and Mark. Well, somehow we've made it. You're finally able to stand under a chuppah in one piece and to be married, to finally become a husband and wife. It's been a real journey with so many twists and turns. The challenges have been enormous. They have been serious. There has been excruciating uncertainty. The build-up to this magnificent day has been unconventional, to put it mildly. But the wait was worth it. Today you get to live your dream. Our popular and lively young man standing next to our charming young bride. Susanna and Mark, I can't remember precisely why this specific date was chosen for your wedding. But one thing I can tell you, it's a perfect date. And here are just 3 little reasons, based on the 3 qualities by which this venue advertises itself. This is what it says: beautiful, gorgeous, perfect. So let's start with beautiful. The weather, of course. It's stunning and glorious, warm, maybe a bit too warm, and bright. You couldn't ask for a nicer day in which to frame the moment. Our dazzling bride and handsome groom, who are looking the part, resplendent and spectacular. We move on to perfect. There's no serious football today. I'm sure it was the first thing Mark checked when the date was being planned. Even your beloved Hoops, and indeed Brentford, are having a break. You see, the big match of the day is this one. A perfect one, made in heaven, but which will work wonders right here on earth, bringing together 2 humans who are more like sweet angels when you get married. The final quality is gorgeous. This stunning and breathtaking venue, full of peaceful color, beauty and character. It's where lots of different picturesque views all come together in one glorious fusion of explosive color and shape. A place of dreams to make your ultimate fairy tale become reality. And as you stand here today, ready to seal the deal and create a Bayit Ne'eman Yisrael, a home of love and devotion based on strong Jewish values, I can only imagine what your dear parents must be thinking. Mark, your parents, Michelle and Richard, very good friends, wonderful people, some of the finest folk I've ever met. Always smiling, always positive, confident, even in the face of some mega challenges in recent years. Always radiating warmth, humor, friendship, care and thoughtfulness, all done in an unassuming way. And don't forget the hospitality. And they in turn learned well from Marlene and Arnold, the name is Gordon, and Lila and Albert. And they are joined today by Lorna and Stephen, who share many of those same qualities and who have been so dedicated and instrumental in your life, Susanna. We know that this Chuppah is also being graced with the presence of important loved ones, particularly your dear dad, Harold, along with Nita and Ivor, and the other grandparents already mentioned. I sense their presence at this sacred time, and I'm sure you do too. Of course, looking around, all of your many friends are here to join in the joy. They have all been waiting a very long time, and they wouldn't miss this day for anything. So Susanna and Mark, very briefly, I have a message that I want to share with you today. It comes from the Torah reading of this coming Shabbat in 6 days' time. That's the Shabbat of the week of Sheva Brachot, the week of celebration. In that Sedra, we read of a fascinating episode where Moses, is instructed by God to expand his inspirational leadership by bringing on board 70 qualified, upstanding, and respected individuals who would share the load and assist Moses in the enormous task of governing, instructing, and comforting the people. God explained to Moses that once these chosen individuals had been selected, God would remove some of Moses' spirit and place it upon these 70 people. It's very interesting. Moses is being delicately told that he was about to lose some of his extraordinary power and influence. And this would be allocated to these new leaders. At least, that's what it appears at first sight. But the great commentary on the Bible, Rashi, he sets the record straight. He explains that in fact, Moses lost nothing at all. He compares Moses to a candle which is a light. If you take the candle and you ignite another one, the original candle has added further illumination, but critically it has lost none of its own fire. Now you got two. It's a remarkable way of looking at Moses. It's a great lesson to all of us. One can and should always be willing to share and assist. Rather than losing anything, one only gains immeasurably. Susanna and Mark, it is also the secret, it's not a secret anymore, of a happy marriage. Marriage thrives on conditions where love and happiness prevail. Like anything in life, it needs to be nurtured. It needs to be tended, to be lovingly touched and uplifted. Sometimes, maybe more than sometimes, it needs a little extra spark. But like a candle, you each have this wick of love, one ready to be ignited. All it needs is to be touched. Crucially, you must touch the other to ignite the passion. Marriage is, after all, not about yourself, but always about the other. And far from losing time, energy, or patience, you actually gain. It's a hard thing to internalize, but that's the reality. You gain, because when the other is happy, content, and calm, and the one who's just been giving will automatically feel the same feeling of joy. And that is my blessing to you, Susanna, and to you, Mark, to always feel that beauty, to sense the joy, to touch the spark, to create perfection, to bring an eternal smile to this wonderful marriage and to each other, and together to reach the peak of perfect happiness and blessing. Amen. Friends, we'll get going with the actual ceremony itself. It starts with a couple of prayers, which I will recite. I mentioned when we were doing the Suba, legalizing it, formalizing it, I explained how this entire ceremony is such a beautiful one, but it's also a legal one. And as a result, they're required two Jewish witnesses. The Chazan and I will be the witnesses. I'll give me my phone. Let's check a couple of messages before we get started. I'm joking, it's got the prayer. You do not have to stand for this. If you feel comfortable standing because it's hot and fine, but you don't have to stand religiously. Safi Maranam, Baruch Ato Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Boyerei pri hagafen. Baruch Ato Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kiddushon b'mitzvah Yisrael, v'tzivonu anu aroyos, v'yosar anu esu arusois, v'hitiranu es adesuis lanu, al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch Ato Adonai Mekadesh Ha'amo Yisrael Al Yidei Chuppah V'Kiddushim. There's only one ring over here. That's the ring which Mark will place on Susanna's finger. There are 3 procedures for a man and a woman to become a husband and wife. Thank you, Dan. There are 3 procedures. The first one is to give something which has some sort of financial worth. It does not need to be expensive, but it can't be too cheap either. It's like sort of balancing act. And by law, the 2 witnesses have to actually touch it and see it. We think it's terrific.
Susanna, if you put your finger at Mekudeshet, Li, sorry, Li. Betza Be'at, Zok, Ketzat, Moshe, Ve'Yisrael.
We have a married couple, but I don't do anything. That's what I want to hear. The reason I didn't want them to do anything yet is that although they're married, it's step 1. There's still a second step, which is the legal side of things, the financial arrangements. Which I can tell you, Susanna, when I asked Mark, are you happy? He was delighted. I explained everything to him. We even spoke about his shirt. And I accidentally said, if he comes up to you this evening, and he said, don't worry. So I'm, yeah, exactly. I'm not sure what to expect. I'll be looking the other way at that point. Okay, so here we go. This ketubah, as I explained outside, is written in Aramaic, which is the language that was spoken. It's like a second language to Hebrew, and has been spoken for thousands of years. The reason it's still written in that way is to remind us and you how long Judaism has insisted that a man and a woman belong together, but need to commit to each other, not to be in and out of relationship, but rather to commit. There is a terrific journey if they do that, but it has to be legalized, formalized, so that they actually look after each other forever and ever. Let me read it out in the, as I also explained, the only words that you will understand is location, the names of our lovely couple, and the date. Bias Olam, the Minyan Sha'anu Meiling Kam London, Echlef Be'er Shimon, Ben, Uven Eliyahu, Amalada Hadab Sulta, Shoshana, Bas Herschel, Abelele Integras Mochim Slav, Anoy Frach Lakir, Nezon Mafanis Zikhi Lichi Kilufis Govri Gehudayin, Mafalchin and Moikin, the Zanin and Mafanisim and the Shehen, the Kushta, the Hibber Lichi Maya Bisulaichi, Kesef Zuzay Masu, the Chazu Lichi Nida Eraisa, the Muzalaichi, the Sisaichi, the Sipukaichi, Omea Lavasaicha, the Vasaichi, Kairach Pal Arok, the Svias Malas Shoshana. The Sultan Dava later into. So far we just explained that they decided to be married today. The word Bakushta, by the way, means in truth. Everything is done honestly, genuinely, authentically. Now we come to the financial side. It talks about secured and unsecured assets. Here we go. The day we did it, I lost them by Nasha, by Kesef, by Bizarre, by Takshitin, no money to the Busha, by Shimushi Dira, by Shimushi the Alsa, Mea Zukuki Kesef Sarf, Sarfi Rabbe, Shimon Khatan Dana, ויוסף לא מדלי מאיר זקוק כסף צורף וכן כנגדון סך הכל מסיים זקוק כסף צורף וכך אמר מאיר שמעון חסן דנן אחרייס שטק יסוף תדון נדין ידי מדיסף תדון כפיס עליי ועל ירתי בסרואי ויזכורה מכל שפר ערג נכסים וכנוני דיסקי תחייס כל שמיים וכנוי ועושה דבר למקני נכסים ואיס להן אחרייס וגריס להן אחרייס כל הן להן אחרואים וערבואים ופריה מן הן שטק יסוף תדון נדין ידי מדיסף תדון ואפילו מגלים את ירק הספואי וחיי ובוסר חיי וביום הדנן ולעולם וחייס בכם שטר יסוף תדון וגל ידי ותסף תדון כיבן הרב רבי השמעון חסן דנן וחמש קושטורי קסיביס ותספתס ונרבים בבני ישראל הוא עשוי כתיקו כחמינו זכרנו לברכה ולא כאסמכתו ולא כתפסי תשתורי וקרינו מן רבי השמעון בן ראובן אליהו חסן דנן למרס שושנה אז הרשל בסוף תדון ככל מעט כוסף ונפרש לאל ומולד הקשר למקנה ידי הכל שריר וקיים נחם מנדל בן רבי אבי ולאו לחסי שמואל רו 8 Yedison Arya in Skiza F. Turbo 8 Comprendi, Senor? Fantastico. Just in case something was missed, I'm just going to read a very small précis in the English. This is pretty much what I was either what is in the document or what you said when you gave Susanna the ring. On the first day of the week, the 15th day of the month of Sivan, in the year 5783, corresponding to the 4th day of the month of June, in the year 2023, the Holy Covenant of Marriage was entered into in London between the bridegroom Mark Feldman and his bride, Susanna Phillips. The bridegroom made the following declaration to his bride. Now, I didn't make this declaration, you did. So as a result, whatever I'm going to read now is coming from him to you. So I think it will be very helpful if, I want to ask everybody to watch carefully, you look at each other now, and do not take your eyes off until I say so. Okay, so Susanna, this is what Mark, he's laughing now, but let's see how long he keeps it for. This is pretty much what he has promised to you. He said as follows, let's go. He consecrated to me as my wife, according to the laws of Moses and of Israel. I give you my solemn promise that I will be a true and faithful husband to you. I will respect you, provide for you, and support you in the best tradition of Jewish husbands. I also take upon myself all further obligations towards you in conformity with Jewish law. The bride has given a consent pledged in loyalty and affection to fulfill all the duties incumbent upon her as a Jewish wife. This ketubah was drawn up and witnessed today according to Jewish law and practice. You actually did pretty good. There's a lot of smiles there. That's good to know. So what's going to happen next, Mark, is I'm going to give you this document, this ketubah, in your right hand. In case you forgot, this document, you're getting really cozy with it, it actually belongs to your wife. So in her right hand, place it, and hold it enough seconds for the photos to be taken, because you know what they say? If there's no photo, it never happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
Over here.
Chico?
With smile,
I think I'll take it now. No. I'll put it, for safekeeping, we'll put it back in the cylinder, don't worry. We'll make sure it's all safe and sound. As it happens, a husband and wife, for all of you out there who are fortunate to be married, you always have to know where this is, by the way. Right, no matter what.
Yeah, I know.
Step 2 is now concluded, and step 3 is afterwards in the youth room. We now have a just enjoyable part of the ceremony when we're about the Chazan to sing 7 brachot. Each one is a testament to God's plan for the world. It says God created the world, and He says, you know, it's awfully lonely around here. I'd like some partners in creation. There's plenty of animals and other things. I want humans who know how to be creative, to think like God. And He said, right. So He created Adam and Eve. He conducted their wedding ceremony. We're just trying to do the same. And this is what the next few brachot are basically telling you. The power of your marriage has the power of joy and happiness, a lot of blessing, and please God, this joy and are you very happy, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
1 to 10. 1 to 10. I want you to know that a lady always goes above 10, and I like that. It's a much more. We're men. We just go. You gave me 10, 10 it is. Say 10 and a quarter. All right. You're very, very happy. We want the happiness to permeate throughout the entire world. And that's the final bracha when we pray that sense and normality and peace and harmony will prevail in the world and everybody will just be happy. Amen. It's a journey. Johnny's and Josh are about to take you on that journey. Enjoy.
Finish it. Say l'chaim and bottoms up.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful. Johnny, get better every time. So we're coming to the end of the beginning. This is the beginning of your married life together. What a gorgeous couple we have here. They just want to get ready to rock. I think everybody wants a bit of air now. So we're coming to the end. Before we do so, there's two things that have to happen. The first one is that this glass, very fancy, it says Susanna and Mark 04, June 2023 will be broken. It symbolizes the destruction of the temple that took place almost 2,000 years ago, but we still feel the effects. All the different sufferings, disasters, persecutions, hate, wars, fighting, everything is because of that. Because God himself decided and chose to go into exile. And when God is in exile, it's not good. And we break the glass just for that brief moment to remember tragedy. And then we immediately change and transform to happiness and joy. Before he does that, and before the Chazan sings from Psalm 137 that reminds us never to forget Jerusalem, I'm going to bless the young couple with a traditional priestly blessing. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise and remain standing until the young couple have left. It's also a reminder to those who are witnesses on the civil documents to follow us when the young couple leave this area. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yo'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasei lecha shalom, v'samu es shemi al b'nei Yisrael v'ani avorachem. May Hashem bless you both and protect you. May Hashem cause his holy countenance to shine upon you both and be gracious to you. May Hashem turn his holy countenance towards you both and give you peace, happiness, reasons to be happy, much joy, much health, much everything which is good, lovely, precious, and special. So many healthy and beautiful, fantastic years ahead. Amen. Amen.
Is there Congratulations on the top. Cheers. Over the top. Wonderful, wonderful ceremony.
This will be This will be Mazel Tov. I've waited.
Mazel Tov.
I'm so glad you found me in time, and I'm so glad that you rectified my mind. This will be an everlasting love for me. Yeah. Loving you is so kind of wonderful because you've shown me just how much you care. You've given
there's rainbows in my mind. But when I think of you sometimes, it's the two of us. We can make it when we try. Just the two of us. We look for just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just like the light of sight. Just wreck the mic, not just wreck the mic. The silence.
Shalom Aleinu, Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Yavo Shalom Please make your way back to your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me the proudest lady in the room this afternoon. I'm of course talking about the very proud mother of the bride. Let's have a massive round of applause, please.
First of all, on the list of speeches and toasts, I'm described as being your hostess, but actually there are 4 hosts, and there's Michelle and Richard, Steve and I, and all 4 of us together would like to welcome you to the party to celebrate the marriage of our children, Mark and Susanna. Thank you also to Rabbi Lou and Johnny Turley for such a wonderful hookup. Okay, when I found out that Susanna and Mark were courting, so many people said to me that his family were just lovely. And I'm happy to say that they were quite right. And Mark comes from a loving background of caring and kind people. We're happy that Susanna is marrying into such a lovely family, and the 4 of us all believe that Susanna and Mark are soulmates. Mark has even told me that one of his friends said to him, "What's it like marrying yourself?" This marriage is a happy ending to a whirlwind romance, which, as many of you know, only took 20 years to happen. This speech is of course about Susanna and Mark, but before I come on to them, I can't possibly not mention two very important people and the closest possible family friends. Annie and Cliff. It's been a dream of Susanna's for Cliff to one day walk down the aisle, and that dream came true today. I cannot begin to say enough about this wonderful couple and their families, Samantha, James and Mark, and I won't embarrass them by even trying. But the biggest thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you all do and have always done for us, Susanna, and of course Sam. Susanna, getting your dress on time was a bit hairy, but in the end we did it. I think you look so pretty and radiantly happy, as do all of your bridesmaids, adults and children, as well as Charlene and Adam, your maid and man of honour. A special thank you to Kev, who will help in choosing your dress and suggesting alterations. It's not every bride who has an Emmy-nominated costume director. Susanna, I really don't know where to start with my memories of you. Shall I start now and work backwards, or at your birth and work forwards? Or perhaps just go all over the place as the memories hit me? How do I possibly condense nearly 40 years of memories into a wedding speech that isn't too long and boring? Sorry for turning the page. When you were born, you were so tiny that your Auntie Julia took her children's dolls' clothes from their dolls for you to wear. In fact, you were so cute and gorgeous that the hospital nursery staff gave you the prettiest baby in the nursery award. You were quickly joined by your brother Sam. You were only 13 months apart, and somehow you used to swaddle him in a tea cloth so that he simply couldn't move. Unfortunately for you, as Sam grew, he frequently got his own back. You were always very loved, and you had many friends. Nothing's changed since then. I've seen firsthand just how wonderful your friends and their mums are to you, and I'd like to add a personal thank you to them for the love, help and support I've also received, especially with your home night dinner. So, back to Susanna. You had an amazing and unbelievably close bond with Grandma and Grandpa, who were known affectionately as G&G. You were the only person ever to get away with calling Grandpa Grumps. In return, he used to poke you with a stick and say, "I hate grandkids, you know." But nothing could ever be further from the truth, as he absolutely adored his favourite granddaughter in London. G&G lived down in Bournemouth, so regular weekly visits were out of the question. But both you and Sam went to stay with them every half-term and every holiday, and spent wonderful times on the beaches in Branksome and Sandbanks. Going on the Noddy train and then crab fishing, kite flying at Motherford were favourite days out too. I also used to drive us down for same-day visits, and both you and Sam, together with a friend each, spent lovely days on the beach. Then it was all back to G&G's for showers and dinner, which was hopefully, but not always, edible, as Grandma was the world's worst cook. I could carry on rambling forever. First at big school, where you started off in tears in the school medical room, as you were stung badly by overgrown nettles while queuing up to go in. Watching you in Cindy's swimming classes, where you absolutely excelled, and watching relay teams with children double your height and age. Actually, you were so good that the swim school wanted you to swim for county. Your cousin Mitchell teaching you in Bournemouth how to eat spaghetti with a giant sup and slur. And visiting Big Grandma in the home in Bournemouth. And you directed me to get intentionally lost on the way back to Gingy's flat. Although in fairness, you did memory of you when you were little was one morning at Dunedin Nursery. What did you do today? We did the letter work. Work for window? No. Work for window? No. Work for water? No, he said impatiently, stamping a little foot. Work for rabbit. Let me rack up my memories by telling you that I was a besotted mother from the moment you were born and still am. Susanna, I absolutely adore you and I'm so proud of the person and woman that you've become. I wish you love, health and happiness for the rest of your life. Mark, as for you, I wish you good luck. You've married a very strong-minded, positive woman who is a brilliant cook and homemaker. I see how hard you work and the very many examples of your kindness and how you do your best to look after Susanna. I know that very many of your friends here today have been your friends since nursery and primary school days, which shows the loyalty and depth of friendship of which you are capable and is just lovely to see. When you came to ask for my permission to marry Susanna and wrote me the most heartfelt message, it was a highlight of my life that will never be forgotten. You love and care for and about each other, and unfortunately have both ticked the boxes of looking after each other through sickness and convalescence after nasty surgeries. PG will both from now on have nothing but good health and very many happy years together. Susanna told me that in the speech I was meant to give you some advice. So here's some I hope you remember. Firstly, Susanna, you need to remember that when you get a husband, the ears are sold separately. And secondly, Mark, your advice to help you have a wonderful, long and peaceful life together, you should always have the last word. 2 words actually, in any argument. These 2 words are yes, dear. I found the following short passage to read to you. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent. Daniel proposes to his girlfriend Rachel. Will you marry me, darling? With tears in her eyes, she replies, oh yes, yes, Daniel, of course I will. And I want you to know that when we get married, I'll be there to share all your worries and troubles. You won't have to, help you to share all your worries and troubles and help to lighten your load. I'm so glad you want to be my wife, says Daniel smiling, but as for your offer to share all my worries and troubles, you won't have to, because I just don't have any. Well, says Rachel, that's because we aren't married yet. Susanna and Mark have both requested that instead of a guest book, you will find an A4 envelope on your table with advice to the bride and groom cards. Can you please fill these out for them? And 2 of Susanna's bridesmaids, I think Danielle and Jodie, will come round later to collect them all. We all hope you enjoy this evening and it becomes a great party. And with that in mind, we would be happy if after the toast, should you wish to, gentlemen, you're welcome to take off jackets and ties and relax. I'd like to remind you, though, that there is a strict no smoking policy anywhere inside or anywhere near to the market. So, eat, drink and be merry. I'd like to ask all our guests to fill your glasses, be upstanding and join us in wishing the bride and bridegroom everything good that they could possibly wish for themselves for their future. The toast is Susanna and Mark.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a massive massive round of applause, please. The very proud mother of the bride. Let's hear it for Norma. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your start. Ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the loyal toast by Charlene, Melissa, and Donna. And a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please.
On a random day, 16 years ago, Susie decided to rent a room in our friend Adam's house. We could say the rest is history, but it's been more than that. It's been 16 years of laughter, tears, good times, bad times, but beyond anything else, a friendship set to last a lifetime.
Susie has certainly kept us all on the edge of our seats with minor mishaps and hospital visits. However, nothing made us happier than seeing a beautiful smile today as she walked down the aisle to marry Mark and become the new Mrs. Feldman.
Times when she joked about having a wedding for one, kind of joke. Having everything planned to the smallest detail, including her dress and flowers. Luckily, she and Mark found each other. She scrapped those plans for something better, and here we are today.
We thought we'd share a few random facts and funny stories about our brides. So did you know that Susie always wears odd socks? We don't think she actually owns a complete pair.
On a night out in Camden many years ago, Susie managed to fall into the road, requiring a trip to A&E. But all was well, including the cheeseburger she was holding, ensuring it was safe from disaster and still safe to eat.
She has to sleep with the fan on all night throughout the year, even in the middle of winter. So Mark, we hope you have the thermals ready.
Susie isn't the best at reapplying sun cream on holiday. Once she forgot, and the result was a bright red lobster face with white panda eyes. Here is the proof. We'll pass it round to you later at the back.
Susie has had her fingers in many pies, including beauty, secretarial skills, becoming a driving instructor, nanny, and finally finding her chosen career in recruitment.
She loves to be spontaneous. A great example of this was once she booked a last-minute trip to America to visit two of our friends who were out on holiday. For literally 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah. If ever you need a diagnosis or a treatment plan for any medical issue, Susie's your girl. She has a wealth of knowledge and plenty of experience. We say no more. However, Suze, if you ever feel like a changing career, then perhaps a medical advisor for Bupa could be an option.
Most importantly, Susie is the most loyal friend anyone could ask for. She will drop anything to be there and help you in your time of need.
Suze, you deserve a lifetime of happiness, and we all hope today is the beginning of a beautiful future full of good health, laughter, and happiness with Mark.
Susie and Mark, Norman and Steve, Michelle and Richard, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, raise your glasses, the toast is His Majesty the King.
God save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. God save our King. Save him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save
The toast to the President and State of Israel by Dean and Daniel. And a round of applause, please.
Mark and Suze, mazel tov on your wedding day, and thanks for asking us to do a toast to the President of Colombia. Oh, sorry, I'm in Israel. Suze, you look amazing today. And Mark, it's nice to see you not wearing your black tracksuit bottoms and your black t-shirt and your black hat that we all thought was stuck on. Back in Israel in 2013, as Mark said at the time, it was guaranteed. And despite a few kisses in Clara, it never led to anything until they both decided to lose weight 2 years ago, and it did become guaranteed. You make an amazing couple, and your silly noise and obsession with Haaland prove how connected you are, and you've been even converted into a Brentford fan, which, let's be honest, is improving on that other awful team in West London.
Susan, Mark, wow, a lot has changed since we sat at the village and the Euros were on TV. And I was sitting there playing matchmaker. I'll just never forget waking up to a picture of both of you the morning after. England never won, but Mark, you definitely did. Suze, you really did look beautiful today. And what more can I ask for? One of my best friends. Mark, we've been friends since nursery, and I wouldn't have it any other way, even when you get me in trouble every single time I see you. We wish you both a life full of happiness, thrills and babies. May all your ups and downs be between the sheets.
So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, raise your glasses, the toasters, President of the State of Israel.
From the proudest lady in the room this afternoon. It's now time to hear from the most beautiful lady in the room. This afternoon, of course, I'm talking about your bride. So let's have a massive round of applause, please, for Mrs. Susanna Feldman.
I know it's not very traditional or the norm for the bride to make a speech, but number one, I'm not traditional, and number two, what part of me and my now husband are normal? As the quiet, shy and reserved type, whom you all know and love, there was not a chance after waiting so bloody long that I was just going to sit here and not say a word. I also didn't want to wait until the end to say my thank yous, as I plan on having one too many. So here we are. Can't believe I'm actually saying this, but it's my, our wedding day. As most of you know, Mark and I didn't have the best start to the year. Both of us had to have surgery. We honestly wouldn't have got through those months without the support of our amazing friends and family. Both my mum and my mother-in-law made sure that we were fully stocked up and taken care of, as well as my amazing friends dropping food packages and lots of other bits over. We have really taken this sickness and health thing very seriously. But nothing, and I mean nothing, beats my mum's chicken soup. Better than from any deli you can get. It was really hard and I really struggled, but I definitely came out stronger the other side. And thank goodness I'm here to tell the tale. I swear though, whilst I was under, they definitely rewired my brain. I seem to be crying at everything. Doesn't matter what Mark and I watch, I'm a blubbering mess and he laughs at me. I doubt I'll even get through this speech without shedding a tear, but let's see. After the surgery, everyone was really worried about leaving me, or me being left in the not so capable hands of my now husband. He'd never cooked, he'd never cleaned, couldn't even turn the washing machine on, didn't know we owned a dishwasher, couldn't turn the hob or the oven on. I actually blame his mother for doing everything growing up. He can now open a can of tuna, even if it does end up with him slicing his fingers. Heat up some chicken soup and put the basics in the oven once I've explained which dials to turn every single time. He truly supported me in any way that he could, and for that I'll be forever grateful. He actually managed to prove us all wrong. Mum and Steve, where to start? Words will never be enough. Told you. Words will never be enough to thank you for giving Mark and I our dream day. Sorry.
God save.
Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Mum, those hours of planning, phone calls, emails, WhatsApp messages at 1 in the morning, back and forth when I couldn't sleep and I just wanted to show you something else, they've all really paid off. I've loved doing it all with you, and I just couldn't wait to turn up today to see my vision come to light. Finally, after 2 dresses, 2 venues, 2 lots of invitations, 2 lots of bridesmaids' dresses, 2 table plans, the only thing I haven't changed is the groom. And I simply can't thank you enough. You've both always been there for me through the good times and bad, and you've actually never given up on me, even when I've caused a lot of chaos and worry over the years. I wasn't the easiest of teenagers, and if I were you, I'd actually given up on me, but you didn't. I may be a Feldman now, but I will always have Berger and Phillips blood in me. The only thing that could have topped today would have been to have Grandma and Grandpa here with us. When Grandpa came to see me in spirit during my surgery, I know that he is always with me. Yes, to some of you that may seem weird, but I'm a believer. Mum, as you know, we can sometimes speak 40 times a day, and you truly are my rock. I know it hasn't been easy for you over the years, but you've always tried to put me first, and for that I'll be forever grateful. You've both been a constant support in my life, and Steve, I honestly don't know how you've handled 2 very strong, independent women. Full respect to you. Mum, you look amazing tonight and I love you so much. Steve, you also scrub up so well and I just can't thank you enough for always being there for me and Mum. I've also been welcomed with open arms into the Feldman family. Michelle and Richard, again, we simply couldn't have done this without you, so a huge thank you to you too. Michelle, your post-it notes and lists have been invaluable since the beginning. Every time we pop into you for a cup of tea, I just see it there waiting for me. Thank God there's no more. I'm very lucky to have in-laws like you, and the relationship that we share with you both is really special. I truly feel at home with you. You have constantly supported myself and Mark, and soon realised very early on that Mark had met his match. I remember, after us being together for about 9 months or so, Mark came home after going out for a coffee with Michelle and told me that she'd warned him if he didn't hurry up and propose that they would lose me and that they didn't want that. David, Nicole, Sophia, Zach, Robbie, Danny, Mason, and of course Bump, I'm so glad that he did eventually propose because now I get to call you my family too. That being said, you all did make me feel like a family from Feldman from very early on. I'm truly lucky to have gained 2 more wonderful brothers and sisters. Michelle and Richard, you have both raised Mark to be the perfect husband for me, and for that I'm very grateful. You've taught him to be kind, caring and considerate. I told Michelle recently that I actually see a lot of Richard in Mark. She responded with, "Oh well, at least it's always fun, and that her herself hasn't had one boring day since they were married in 1978. Sam and Liv, thank you for making me a real auntie, and very soon again to be. Freddie looks so gorgeous today in his little suit, and we were really pleased that he was able to be here in a starring role, stealing the show. Sam, being only 13 months apart made growing up over the years quite interesting to say the least. You've always been there for me, not just to wind me up, but also to give me advice and support over the years, and I'm pleased that you now also have a great relationship with Mark too. Auntie Michelle, Uncle Steve, and to the Phillips side of the family. We spent a lot of years apart, but I couldn't imagine not having you all in my life now. You truly are keeping my dad's memory alive. Sorry. There may be a big void in my life now, but you are all truly filling it, and I'm so happy you're here to share our wedding day. You're all so special to me, and I can't wait to share many more similar and happy, joyous occasions with you all. You truly are a huge part of my life now, and I'm so grateful that we get to make up for lost time. Ali and Cliff, well, thank you. Cliff, I've waited so many years to be able to do that walk down the aisle with you, and it meant everything to me. You have been such an important and special part of my life over the last 35 years. When I told Mark that he had to have your approval, as well as Mum and Steve and Sam, he thought that I was absolutely joking and mad. Well, I wasn't. Quite early on in our relationship, I took Mark to meet you both. I had never seen him this way. He was so nervous. He got changed 6 times and was acting really weird prior to leaving Dan's flat where he was living at the time. I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I realised to him that he wasn't just meeting 2 of the most important people in my life, he was meeting the chairman of a Premiership football club. And was beyond excited to talk football all night long. Whilst we were sitting at the table, I couldn't get a word in. He chatted all night about work, football, and anything else that he could. Went into full-on sales mode, and that was that. I told Ali that night that Mark and I would be getting married. I just knew. She told me that we're made for each other and perfect together, as we're both as mad and nutty as each other. She actually couldn't quite believe that there was 2 of me. Cliff, I know how much Mark looks up to you and takes all your help and advice on board. He's very much the same as me now and would be honestly lost without you. I just love you both so much and I'm so grateful for everything. You're probably, in fact, now above me in his list of loves. The list goes a bit like this. Haaland being his number 1, QPR, Man City, himself, his work, you and Ali, probably throwing Brentford, Keith Stroud, Roy Keane, crocodiles. Yes, for anyone wondering, my husband does sit and watch crocodile videos, and anything else football related, and then me. Sophia and Chloe, you look absolutely gorgeous today. You both did us so proud walking down the aisle, you were phenomenal. And to the boys, you're also handsome and scrub up very well yourselves. To my nearly finished, sorry. To my man of honour Adam and my maid of honour Charlene, wow, I just love and adore you both. You've both played a massive part in my life over the last 16 years and life would not be the same without you in it. When I moved into Adams in 2007, I never envisaged how close we would become. I thought it was just going to be a housemate. You've both supported me and have been through various situations with me, some we can't mention, and your kids are also special to me. Charlene, you look $1 million today, and Ads, you also look very handsome. I'm very lucky to call you mine. Adam, you also brought Kevin to our lives, and for that, especially today, I'm forever thankful. Yeah. Kev, you have been outstanding, amazing. I can't even have the words. You chose me the most amazing wedding dress, and I wouldn't feel as beautiful as I do today without you. So thank you. To my bridesmaids, Danielle, Lisa, Jodie, and my sister from another Mr. Bianca, thank you for playing such a special part in my day. You all look beautiful and have played a massive part in the build-up. Thank you for being such amazing, loyal and fab friends. We've shared some great times over the years, and B, I miss living with you so much that Mark has actually agreed to share me. In fact, I think he'd be delighted to have a couple of nights off a week. I was lucky enough to have 3, yes, right, amazing hens, all planned by yourselves, as well as Donna, Laura, Adam and Carly. And I look at each of you today, and in fact all of my girls, I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude. You've all been in your own ways my rock, my confidence and my cheerleaders. You've supported me through every decision, good or bad, every heartache and every triumph. We've laughed, cried, had late night chats, late night shopping trips, shared inside jokes, which we still laugh about, and had some amazing times on my hen, and my memories will stay with me forever. So thank you to all my girls who came. Now on to my one and only. The yin to my yang, the silly to my face, the light to my dark, and my everything. Now usually, one would have a great romantic story of how we met and fell in love. Well, we don't. He was just there. We don't have a clue how or where we met, just been in each other's lives for over 22 years. I can't believe that it actually took us so long to get our acts together, but I do truly believe that everything happens for a reason and timing is key. As I mentioned earlier when I said I saw my grandpa during my surgery, I'm quite a spiritual person and have been to various clairvoyants over the years. The last 3 people that I saw in 2012, 2016 and 2019 all said 2 things in common to me and have actually got it spot on. They all told me that I would marry someone that I already knew and that somebody would have something to do with travel. Whether it was working travel or we would travel as a couple, but both are pretty apt. You are the most loyal, kind and caring person. You're my best friend and my soulmate, and you make every day a better day. We laugh a lot, we sing a lot, we sing football chants a lot, we pull faces without a single care in the world, and that we live in our own crazy, weird bubble, and that's definitely where I'm at my happiest. You've taught me to be a stronger person individually, right, not right now. And I know together that we are a force to be reckoned with. We are better together, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Although, at this point, I do think I owe Dan a mention too. If it wasn't for him, I don't actually think that we would all be here today. He was there from day one. He was our #1 supporter, and even talked Mark into giving us a go. I've also since realised why he was so encouraging of this marriage, and quite simply, he doesn't want Mark back. We even spoke about joint custody earlier, and he wasn't having any of it. You and Carly have been there for us so much, and we just love our adventures, trips and games nights together with you. Just a last couple of thank yous to Brett and Totem. Oh, it does say here you've absolutely smashed it, but you haven't yet, but you will. You've actually been such a joy to work with and nothing too much. Literally, best band ever. Mark at Taste Events, your food tonight, starters so far, has been fabulous, but I know what's coming. Mark, again, nothing was too much for you, so even though I know I often drove you mad, you've made everything so wonderful. Thank you to Matt, our Toastmaster, Chico and the team for photos, and Guy, our videographer. And lastly, a huge thank you to all our friends and family for your wonderful gifts and taking the time to be here today. To those that have flown in, we're very happy that you're here to share this special day with us, so thank you. Everyone here has all played a part in making this a day to remember, and we're just so grateful. Mark, finally, I read something on the internet and I really think that you should take this advice on board. To keep our marriage brimming with love, whenever you're wrong, admit it, and whenever you're right, shut up. All that's left to say is, can you please raise a glass to my new husband and make sure you're on the dance floor partying all night long with us.
Your bride, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Susanna. Let's hear you.
Please count on me, darling, but from that day on, said I made a vow, I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow, don't you know that ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't desire and how the actions are forever. I said your love is destiny. With your word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. In the way
Oh my God.
Thank you. Important part of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And gentlemen, please ensure your heads are covered. Pray silence for benching by Dan, James and Mark.
Bye.
Tzilat Adonai Rabbeinu, Yevarach Koshos Yisroel אנחנו נברך יה, ויעצה ביד עולם, הללויה. הודי לאדוני כי טוב, כי לעולם חסד. מי ימנו כברת אדוני, ישמיע כל תהילתו. רבצה יברך, ישם אדוני ברוך ניתן יברך. Yishem Adonai Mevarach Mi'ata B'yad Olam Zavei HaSeva Gam Charon Ve'oz Ilem Bashir Yoron Elcheinu B'maglei Tzedek Sha'abichut B'nei Yeshurun B'yoshut Baruch Eloheinu Shalom V'shmor V'kocheinu Baruch Eloheinu Shalach Simcha B'emona Shekasher Al Chanu V'shalom T'gocha Yine Baruch M'rosh Shemor Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech money over record, spending money as well. Rashid said, money over record, Sakatan, Bears, Hakalava, and Toshu Vini. Obtain you guys, Kalas, Lonu, Kamosh, Shinit, Arku, Obtain, Abramias, Kakia, Tobi, Koko, Kenya, Barra, Osanu, Kulanu, Yapa, Shele, Mabendoma, Amen, Tomorrow, Yalandu, and Relaine is Luchin, Spirit, Sherish, and it's up, Rakan, it's up, and it's up, and it's up, and the second song, and they'll hear
Take it away.
Thanks a lot. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shakol v'rolim v'adon.
Amen. Steve Lewis, take it away.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzei ha'adam.
Amen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yoseh Adam batzmao B'Tselem tavnito v'hitkin lo mimenu p'inyan hadayat Baruch atah Adonai yoseh ha'adam.
Jason Goldstein, take it away.
Sos tashis v'tagecha hara b'kibbutz b'necha l'tov b'simcha Baruch atah Adonai masamecha v'yom b'vanecha.
Sameach Tsamach Grayim Ha'agulim Kasamei Haka Yitzircha Began Eden Mikede Baruch Atah Adonai L'Sameach Hatan L'Chala. Amen.
Amen. Neil, take it away.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sasav b'simcha chatam v'chala Gila, Rina, Ditza v'Hafta, Achava,
Yahaba, Shalom, Reut, Meira, Adonai, Eloheinu, Yishma, Barei, Yehuda, Uputzot, Yerushalayim, Kol Sosol, Kol Simcha, Kol Chatan, Kol Kala, Kol Sahason, Kol Simcha, Kol Chatan, Kol Kala, Kol Matzalot, Chatanim, Makapatam, Unarim, Nevishtain, Naginatam, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mesameach Atam, in Hakala.
Amen. Beautiful news.
No, you need to share it. It's a marriage. Compromise. About 20% to Mark and about 80% to Susanna.
Mark, you get it? Hang on, Chloe.
Legend.
Lovely.
Dan, David and Robert!
On paper, this was supposed to be the easiest speech to write.
A wealth of stories to share and celebrate the life of man.
Affectionately known as Luffer to his cab driver, Gordon.
That is our brother.
And best pal, Mark Feldman.
But being the responsible one.
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 It's true. We had to look at a guest list and put it through a filter to make sure it was
room appropriate.
Please raise your glasses. A toast to Mark and Susanna.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Okay, maybe we'll have to loosen the shackles a little and read out a disclaimer.
If you tend to be offended by stories of reckless, irresponsible, plain stupid,
but harmless in his defence, why am I defending this idiot?
behaviour, we'd advise you to step outside for a few minutes.
So Mum, Dad, bridesmaids, Page boys will call you back in. Suze, you've made your bed, you're staying put.
I've known Mark for a very long time, almost longer than you, Robert.
And actually, if you were to minus all the times I grew up thinking Mark was in his room, but he'd actually snuck off to the cinema rather than shul.
His bar mitzvah, for instance.
That isn't true. He did show up for that. But if you minus all the moments I thought I was with him, or in the same house as him, and add them to Dan's tally, who it turned out he often had snuck out with.
Okay, we're not here for a maths lesson.
Rob, you're talking to me, but actually you could do with one.
As I was saying, I've spent a lot of time with Mark, maybe even more than both of his brothers. The point is...
Yes, what is the point, Dan?
I'm getting to it all. Ever since I've known Mark, which as we've now established thanks to David's maths lesson, has been a long time, he's always been hungry for success.
Chips?
Yes, chips. He's been hungry for chips and lupper, hence the name.
True story. He went to Wentworth College off Hendon Lane. You know, near all the shops, the restaurants and high street things you'd expect to find on a high street, to study something or other. I think my parents were just happy he was finally getting stuck into his studies and hopefully working towards a meaningful qualification. Anyway, I am pleased to say my brother Mark managed to graduate with a diploma in shawarma.
But in actual truth, that inner hunger has pushed him to succeed in his continued progression in work, to find his soulmate, the person he wants to spend every living second of his life with.
And that person, ladies and gentlemen, is Cliff. And Haaland. We never thought red and white stripes could mix with blue and white hoops so beautifully, but we were so wrong. All jokes aside, Suze, welcome to the family, and thank you for making Mark so happy.
Mark has always been his own person and made his own luck, whilst enjoying life along the way. You both deserve many years of love and happiness.
But we're also here, as is tradition in all good best man speeches, to roast him.
So let the roast commence.
And by roast, Mark, you can sit down, mate. We don't mean dinner, man.
In no particular order, Suze, here's a flavour of the man you just married.
Right. Rewind to Mark's first day of JFS, his new secondary school. Mum, Dad, full of hope, joining his angelic older brother, who just 2 years in is already being earmarked as a future head boy. Well, that went to shit when Mark showed up.
Years later, I wasn't even allowed to apply.
Mark gets in trouble for doing something stupid, a common occurrence, and when an angry, rampaging teacher asks, "Where is Mark Feldman?" the quick-thinking Mark cleverly points to another kid in his class and says, "Here, sir, legend status among his peers, nailed in just one day."
But my favourite tale, his infamous trip to watch QPR versus Newcastle at St James's Park.
Super Sunday kickoff, 7:30 p.m.
He arrives at the game late on 55 minutes, just in time to see Newcastle equalise. The game ends 1-1.
He then heads out with his boys, who we won't name, out for a night on the Toon, a very, very late night on the Toon.
He wakes up in the morning in the hotel room with a plane to catch so he can get to work. He tries to find his friend, but he's nowhere to be seen.
Not answering his phone. If they don't find him, they'll miss their flight, which is departing very soon.
Yes, his friend is lying fast asleep under his bed. With the plane about to take off, they rush into a taxi, head over to the airport. However, it's in vain, so ask the taxi driver to take them on a detour to Stanwell.
It's just 277 miles on the meter, 350 quid cab fare, plus £80 diesel, plane missed, huge cab fare. What else could go wrong?
Well, funny, work wants to know where the heck he is. His reply? Running a touch late, but en route. True to his words, he rocks up at 3:30 p.m. With no work phone, he's left that in a taxi by accident.
Schmuck. Now would be a good time to pause and thank the sponsors of today's wedding, the taxi union, who Mark has involuntarily funded over the years.
Here's another example of a time he spent 350 quid on a cab. This time, it was a new door. He decided to exit the vehicle onto a busy road, as opposed to the pavement, which you do. A bus then took it clean off, luckily just missing him, which the driver wouldn't have been too upset about.
Back to the roast.
Mark is then on Israel tour. He decides to unscrew his best mate and roommate Dan's bunk bed, so when he gets in it, it would collapse. Even though there was a risk that Dan might get injured, or not have a bed to sleep on, or the springs might fly off, and it might land in his eye.
Which is exactly what happened. Not the bad stuff, just the collapse bit. Anyway, I decided to throw a suitcase with all its items in it out of the 4th floor window in retaliation. Mark doesn't even flinch, and I guess that's why and how we've remained best friends to this day.
Along with the suitcase, my brother then gets thrown off the tour, before the organisers realise he's Richard and Michelle Feldman's son.
Yes, my dad was chairman of Maccabi Great Britain at the time.
And so he stays on the tour with no repercussions.
Much to my annoyance, and to the annoyance of a boy named Ghost, who Mark decided to fill a shower gel bottle with a mixture of toothpaste and creams, resulting in a rash and having to wear thick sunblock for the rest of the trip.
Hence the name Ghost.
I think they got that, right? I think you're also starting to understand why I dressed Mark as a Smurf on his stag using permanent blue skin dye.
That doesn't come out.
They got those wrong. And why I dressed him as Sam Smith using only red ribbons and red nipple tassels and a red thong.
That was disgusting.
They got that too, mate.
Yeah, it was something Tenerife will never be able to unsee.
And why I kindly gave him swimming trunks for our trip to Europe's #1 family water park as voted by TripAdvisor.
I would have given it 4 out of 5. Oh. I'm going to start again, sorry. Until last week, here's a recent TripAdvisor review. 4 out of 5. I would have given it a 5-star rating had it not been for a 40-year-old man whale emerging from the family pool in what resembled a Borat mankini. Bearing all, and not seemingly with a care in the world, even though I was there with my wife and 2 young kids who have had nightmares ever since. The booking agent said the park would include some big attractions, but I wasn't expecting that.
Yes, I gave him dissolvable trunks that come apart in the water.
To wear at a water park.
They also got that wrong, mate.
And let's also not forget the proposal to his wife Susanna. Setting a beautiful hotel in Edinburgh, Scotland. Susanna's planned this for a while, but as Mark is walking down the stairs about to propose, he realises he hasn't actually thought about anything, so asks, "Hey Siri, how do I propose?"
By the time he got down the stairs, he's forgotten everything anyway, and in what can only be described as the highest pitched nervous laugh squeak, gets down on one knee and asks his beautiful Susanna to marry him. We had a recording, but...
We've given him a hard time, but he's given us a lot of entertainment over the years. I'm sure he will continue to do so, even under Susanna's guidance.
Definitely full blessing. I know her too well, I've never known him to be so happy.
Except for when Domino's launched their 2-for-1 deal.
You were happy that day. Something that's always stood out for me about Mark, which I'm sure will resonate with everyone who knows him well, is his loyalty. He always makes time for people, chats to them like they're the most important person in the room, remembers what's going on in their lives. It's a very special quality, and it's most probably why he's so admired at work and by everyone here.
I completely agree. He's always had my back and been there for me, and I honestly couldn't be happier for you, bro. Susanna, you're very lucky to have him.
And Mark, you're very lucky to have Susanna. If you can curb your idiotness, learn to make your own tea, learn how to open a can of tuna, understand the difference between a washing machine and a dishwasher. Yes, they are 2 appliances, and yes, they are rectangle in shape, but most non-morons will not find this confusing. And number 5, learn to drive. Nail these and you'll be fine.
So now it actually is time to raise your glasses.
Oh yeah. The toast is to the legend that is Mark the Main Man Feldman.
I am talking about your bridegroom, so let's have a massive round of applause. Lift the roof, please. And let's hear it from Mr. Mark Feldman.
Good evening, family and friends. Before we start, can everybody do me a favour and get up off their seats? Now, can everyone Can everybody get up off their seats, please? Now, can everyone do me a favour and just take one step backward, please? Can everyone now move one step to the right? And now, can everyone just move one step to the left? Thank you. Someone told me the key to giving a good speech was to move people. But I think from all of your faces, I've got the wrong end of the stick. You can all sit down now. I didn't really know where to start, so I thought I'd trawl online. But after a couple of hours, I found some really, really good stuff. But then I remembered that I was supposed to be writing this speech. But I do want to take you all back a little over a year to June the 2nd last year, 2022. I will never forget the day. The weather was incredible. Susanna and I woke up in beautiful Edinburgh, where we were doing a little city break with Dan and Carly. I was so nervous, which is rare. And as I knew, this was potentially going to be one of the most important days of my life. We went for breakfast, and given what I knew was supposed to happen that day, I still struggled to eat. And yes, I know, more about the post-wedding diet later. But throughout the day, I was quieter than usual, but I was doing everything to not let Susanna suspect anything was up. So with the help of Dan, I had everything planned out. I'd booked afternoon tea at the Dome Bar, one of Edinburgh's most famous landmarks. I had the perfect spot at this stunning venue. Then at 3 p.m, the moment I had waited for so long arrived. It finally happened. Michael Beale was announced as new QPR manager. Swept up in all the excitement, I turned to Susanna and asked her to marry me. It wasn't until I got home and received all the congratulations, all the muzzle-top messages, I realised what I'd actually gone and done. I'd actually forgotten to finish telling Susanna how we first play a 1-3-5-1 system versus the standard 4-4-2 formation, thanks to its time coaching in Brazil. Luckily for me, she did say yes, and we've been inseparable ever since. And wow, what a year. What a year since we've been engaged. We're on to our third Prime Minister, fourth QPR manager, gone from the Queen to the King. Arsenal top of the Premier League for an amazing 248 days. Which actually amounts to the same number of hen parties Susanna's had. I know I'm in trouble, but... We've had my first ever surgery. Susanna has had as many hospital visits as Haaland goals. And of course, including the small matter of her brain surgery. We've had the first ever Winter World Cup, where we watched Messi's Argentina win it, which actually they also won it in 1978, which was amazingly that my parents got married the day of the World Cup final in 1978. So what that means is they've been married 45 years. And their ketubah has survived 45 years until they gave it to me and Susanna, which we needed for this day. And yeah, unfortunately, we lost it in our own messy place. Anyway, the less about that, the better. It's been replaced, and we've assured our parents we will take better care of ours. One thing we will certainly struggle to lose is Susanna's hen Bible. Sorry, I mean book. Whilst it is brilliant, it's very heavy. It's been incredibly enjoyable being shown it every night for the last 3 weeks by Susanna. It's also been so lovely seeing such nice comments, and what seems to be a repetitive theme. So nice to see you so happy. At least you'll always laugh and have fun. And then what seemed quite a popular comment, are you sure you really want to do this? And that was mostly from my sister-in-laws and my mum. Obviously they're all worried, thinking they're going to lose me. Anyway, it was also great being congratulated a few weeks back at my Uthrath, where the new Shaw Warden announced a huge muzzle top to Susanna for her upcoming wedding to Adam Feldman. I even found myself clapping for Adam. It was also lovely a minute later when I heard the warden go on and thank my nephew Zach Friedman for his great job at Adam Samira in Shaw. Yes, his name's Zach Feldman. Thank you to the new generation, our page boys and bridesmaids for being part of our special day. Harry, Joshua, Freddie, Zach, Sophia, Chloe and Mason. And on top of that, Mason, we can't wait to watch you become a big brother with baby number 2 on the way. You all look great and you did us proud. I do want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to both my mum, dad, Norma and Steve, as well as Andy and Cliff, for supporting us both and accepting both of us into the new families, and thank our parents for their generosity in supporting our wedding day. Your contributions have made it possible for us to celebrate our love in the way you've always dreamed of, or we've always dreamed of, surrounded by the people we love most. Your love and support throughout our lives have made us who we are today, and we are honoured to have you by our side on our special day. We know that the wedding day is just the beginning of a very long and happy journey together, and we feel very lucky to have you all as our role models and guides. Thank you all for all that you have done for us and for being such an important part of our lives and our love story. Not that much left. It's also wonderful to have Nana Marlene here celebrating with us. Also, I would love to say how stunning my mum and my new mother-in-law and my grandma look today. It's at times like this that I must mention those who unfortunately are no longer with us and could not be here to celebrate. My grandparents, Papa Arnold, Papa Albert, Nana Lila, and Susanna's grandparents, Nita and Ivor, and Susanna's dad, Harold. I know that they're together up there and looking down on us and are just as happy as we are. I also want to thank our very good friends who have travelled across the globe to be here from far-flung destinations, including my boss Norier, all the way from Australia, family, friends from Israel and everywhere, and of course those who have had to trek from Stanmore, Bournemouth and Radlett to spend the day with us. We truly appreciate it. However, don't think I don't know that the Travel Lodge breakfast hasn't played a big part in it. Torrance, just travelling across the pond again. Don't think I don't know you're using the stag and wedding as an opportunity to significantly boost your Avios points. I'm hoping this is the reason for all this long haul travel and not that you had inside information. I was being dressed up as Sam Smith. Or should I say 2023 Sam Smith? Anyway. As is tradition, I would like to give a big shout out to my best men, not really anymore, but yeah, David, Rob and Dan, for being my brothers, and that includes you, Dan. Thank you for all your support you have given me over the years and putting up with the crazy world of me, you as well, Alex. However, I would like to remind you of the tendency they have to exaggerate and even completely make up many of the events of the last few years. Make of that what you will from what you've just heard. I was thinking, how could I summarise these unique characteristics and personalities that my brothers and best men have? For some reason, Snow White, 3 of the 7 dwarfs, sprang to mind. Now stay with me. We have Doc, the oldest of the dwarfs. He may not be an actual doctor, but he's undoubtedly the most intelligent of the group. Doc's always level-headed and often the voice of reason, guiding his fellow dwarf brothers through various challenges. So that's you, Dave. Next we have Grumpy, with a scowl that is as iconic as his fiery red cap. He tends to have a short fuse and gets upset very easily. He can become annoyed at the others very quickly. However, beneath this angry exterior lies a heart of gold. And finally, we have Dopey. The lovable, innocent Dopey. Dopey's the youngest and most endearing of the 7 dwarfs. His name suggests a lack of intelligence or common sense, but Dopey's innocence and childlike wonder make him utterly lovable. Dopey seems to annoy Grumpy and Doc the most, but somehow he never really gets in trouble. Thank you also to my ushers, Sam, Dean, Stoney, Wex, Johnny, Wayne, Bloom, Gould, Ilan, Wee, for just turning up and dressing semi-smartish and behaving yourselves. Listen, I do know myself, being an usher can be a dangerous job. One of the last times I was usher, asked a lady entering the shul if she was a friend of the groom. She said, certainly not, I'm the bride's mother. Anyway, Thank you also for throwing an interesting stag, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and thank you all for always being there for me. I would like to also take this opportunity to mention how beautiful Susanna's maid of honour Charlie looks, as well as the bridesmaids Danielle, Lisa, Jodie and Bianca, and how could I forget how smart Adam looks. And thank you for helping and dealing with Susanna over the past few months. It can't have been easy. I also want to make special mention to Sam, Liv and Freddie, and of course not forgetting the exciting new addition that's on the way. I look forward to being officially part of your family. And finally, I want to say how beautiful my gorgeous wife Susanna looks. She took my breath away at the Bedekin. So now, more about my gorgeous bride Susanna, and potentially the only time I'll ever get to not be interrupted by Susanna to tell you all about how incredible my wife is. Sorry, I mean how incredibly lucky my wife is. I mean, have you seen me? I'm pretty much the complete package. Good looks, charm, and a sparkling personality. And in fairness, who else would be telling Pep Guardiola's son how I could improve Man City just this time last week? Not to mention, I'm a total catch on the dance floor. But in all seriousness, as we all know, Susanna's the real catch here. She's smart, beautiful, and has the patience of a saint to put up with me all those years. And let's be honest, we all know who wears the trousers in this relationship. And it's not me. I stand before you today as the happiest man in the world. Today I get to marry my best friend Susanna. Sorry Dan, sorry Gul. We've certainly come full circle, having started out as friends 20 plus years ago, staying at your grandparents' house for a week, and despite years of everyone trying to get us together, which we resisted, the story of us changed that night at the village, where I realised I was ready to take us out of the friendship zone and into a relationship with one of the only people who could be or is as crazy as I am. Susanna, thank you so much for accepting all my faults and loving me no matter what. You are my go-to person for everything and my partner in crime and sometimes the bad influence in the relationship. I didn't even like that joke. We go everywhere together. And no, Norma, that's not because I don't drive yet. I really can't imagine my life without you. Only 2 pages left, I promise. Even though we have been together officially for a shortish time, I have known in my heart for quite some time that Susanna was the one for me. She completes me in every way, and even at times my sentences. And I'm shocked I've managed again to not be interrupted at all during this time. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you, creating fun memories. It's not just our love for each other that binds us, but also our shared interests like supporting QPR. Sorry, Cliff. I'm grateful to have found such a kind, funny and loving partner to call my wife. Thank you, Susanna, for being by my side through thick and thin, especially with all our health problems this year. I know we were close to seeing if we could have the wedding in room 10 at Bushy Spire Hospital this year. I've been told that marriage is a wonderful thing. It's just like a walk in the park. The only issue is, after living together the past 18 months, I didn't realise they meant Jurassic Park. I was also told the key to a successful marriage is compromise. And let me tell you, I've already compromised so much. I gave up my man cave for your shoe collection. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life making you laugh, smile and roll your eyes at my terrible jokes. Anyway. Together we will build a future filled with laughter, adventure and love. We may have started as friends 20 plus years ago, but today we start our new chapter as husband and wife. So all sit back, relax and let's enjoy the night. Please raise your glasses. Here's to a lifetime of love and happiness. I'm out.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in, you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me. I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but
okay, ladies and gentlemen, come along, don't leave them on the road for too long. Come and join us.
And you're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. Even when you're crying, the world is beating you down. I'm around you. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, you're crazy and love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all. Cause the police end up fighting me too high. Hot damn, make the dragon wanna recite me too high. Hot damn, say my name, you know who I am. Shine good time, I'm having a ball. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Good time, don't stop me now. Good time, I don't wanna stop at all. I'm chilling on my way to Mars. I'm congratulations, boys. I'm out of control. I'm sexy, so you're ready to reload. Supersonic man out of you.